Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. It is Friday, the 1st of May. Happy May Day. I hope everybody had a good trading week and had a great April. So it's been quite the adventure to getting here. If you want to learn more about what I do, please visit my website at smartoptiontrading.com. You click on live trading and alerts. It'll give you all the information you need, or if you're interested in other information, you can come down lower. All right. So let's talk about this week, and let's just take this out. We came into this week after um, after sitting here for the last couple weeks going sideways, and we broke above the 50-day last Friday. Then here's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? And you can see this push up into the SPY 61.8% retracement. By the way, the Q's got all the way above the 78.6 retracement, showing even more strength. And that's where we kind of failed here. Now, when I say we kind of failed, it's not that the market got upset and you had any real selling pressure the last 2 days. But if you see down here, this oscillator we used to track, we got a very hot reading up at 313 into the danger zone. And we came down through here and we had to get out of the way and we let it cool off. And you can see we've cooled all the way down now to plus 64. We were lower a little while ago, but the market's bouncing. So all in all, we haven't done a lot. The market has lost the 8-day with 40 minutes to go. So we'll see how we close here. But we couldn't even hit the 21-day. And I still think you could pull back to the 50% line at 278.67 with no trouble. And I still even say go to 264 without a problem down to this area. That said, we're a long way from that. And this market, no real power today. And what I mean by that is pretty much we sold off a little on the open and we were weak, but the market gave a lot of long trades early today. And that's the thing to keep an eye on. We had one of the busiest earnings weeks of the year, not just of the quarter, but of the year, because all these names were stacked up this week. Names like Starbucks, McDonald's, and Google, and Amazon, and Apple, and Microsoft, and Tesla, AMD, I can keep going on here. So it's just a very, very big week for earnings, and it created a lot of opportunity, and a lot of different things to do. So when we look at this week and we look at the overall markets, the financials gave a little bounce late last week into this week, and they sold back off here. There was a little power there. But really, it was the names that were in play. And when you look at what's going on out there, some of these names are great. Facebook surprised and gave a much better earnings than expected, a big move up in Facebook, but came back into that gap, but holding in well, remains in the game for a move up when the market decides it wants to go. Google was another name. We played this one a couple times. In fact, we were just playing it here at Lottos for today. Some of these guys went from 5 cents to 55 cents with them here. And you can see Google also, nice big gap up, holding in well, remains in the game. Apple, that was one of my one big loss on the week was I played trade with that on Thursday after their close, and I took a hit on it. Great week trading otherwise. Happy with this week. And you can see here this big push up today. They bought the weakness back today. Almost back to 300, now back down. Berkshire's meetings this week. We'll see if he announces he bought more into the weakness down here in the 212 area. But Apple, another good report. A lot of people didn't like that report. I loved that report, given what's going on in the market. So I think that report's good. Now we have to keep an eye on it for a move up into this gap up here around 303. Microsoft's report was out of this world this week. Microsoft doing what it tends to do on a good report. It comes back in, but they kept guidance in line. So they actually gave guidance, which very few companies had. They maintained guidance, which almost nobody has. And, they look great. They're not being affected by this. So I want to keep a close eye on Microsoft stock here over the next couple of days, because I do think it can come and challenge this all-time high up there. So, those are some great names. Boeing had earnings this week, gave some fabulous plays, and, all over the place here. Still chopping around, cannot break above the 21-day there, which we've been watching. Smile Direct Club, of all names, gave trades all week. Big gap and then big move yesterday and just kind of moving around here. And, really, it was just a good week and a lot of different things to do. We traded Turley, I traded Uber. Last week I told you my crowd got called away, but here it is. It came in. I didn't buy it back today. It got a surprise little move. I was hoping to get it a little lower. And really what I'm hoping for is a little weakness in this market to buy some of these dips. You can see AMD here. Even though earnings weren't that bad, guidance was weak. I would love to have picked it up here around the 48 area. We'll see if it'll get itself down through there. Bottom line is a good week. Flow this week, not the best. Micron, we have some May 53 calls that got bought big. we're keeping an eye on that, but it wasn't enough to get me in. Walmart today, they hit the May 125 calls big, nice bounce up on that. This is on my radar for next week as well. And, we'll just see how far we want to go from here. So bottom line is, market really spent most of the day chopping around, even today with 35 minutes to go. You can see pop and pulls, a lot of games here today. But overall, the market is giving a breather, which it desperately needed, and really doing no fundamental damage to the market at this time. If you keep saying to yourself, this market is way ahead of itself, it's not in touch with the economy, you're right. But that's no reason to say I'm going to just short this market until it gives you a reason to short it. So maybe here it's starting to show some cracks. We'll see how we open next week. Thanks everybody for listening. Everybody have a wonderful weekend, and I'll do charts again on Sunday.